Hey y'all, so as I was editing this video, I realized like it is too much, so I'm gonna have to break it down. I don't even know how many videos it's gonna take right now. So far just this one, but yeah, not everyone will probably watch all the videos, so they'll all start with this little like intro into what we're about to do. Um, One thing I want to say is that I should have shot the vlog in like .5 because I realized like I'm too close sometimes, so I apologize for that. Um, and then it's so much stuff that I missed, but that's why like at the end of each video you'll see my face again, and I'm going to try to tell you guys like what went on in between and like give a review of the experience. And also these videos consist of like in video audios, so you'll see me talking, and it consists of voiceovers, and sometimes you will see my lips moving, but it was probably too loud, so I just went and did a voiceover basically of what I'm saying anyway, so don't be confused if you see any of those. So yeah, I hope y'all like this video. We got breakfast. It was okay. The French toast, it was just like extra. I didn't eat all of that. Um, we then did a honey tasting. KO liked the honey, XO didn't. I really like that creamy honey that's like on that bottom shelf. I have been looking for it ever since because they didn't have it to buy. Then we went through and looked at like the new construction. These houses look so nice. Obviously, they all look the same, but they look nice. Like, I would love to do a tour of them. Oh, and this is a view today. Everybody is out. Everybody is feeling good. Someone took my area. Look, I was gonna be over there. No, I'm kidding. I really wasn't because I'm gonna be in it with my kids. I was not in it yesterday, so I'm excited to get in here. Um, I don't know which one. Do y'all want to come over here first or over there first? Here first and get it last. Okay. Yeah, and then we could um probably kind of do the same thing that we did yesterday as we like went around it, because that way we could probably like grab a drink or something. So got the plan. I of course didn't get any footage in the pool, but this was as after the pool. They had a pina colada and we're just trying off a little and relaxing. It was super cool. That pool does only go to 2 feet. We then went to this little shop inside called Little Spoon, which had, I mean, I honestly don't think it had a lot of stuff. It just had some stuff to kind of smooth you over. It had some sandwiches, some chips, yogurt, things like that. I would definitely not step foot in here if you have a rental car, or any means of getting things to, um, whatever, because it was super overpriced. We actually got like this charcuterie board thing, and when I say we overpaid, I mean literally we went to Sam's Club when we got back home and seen the exact thing, and it was, when I say like a third of the price. So yeah, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Of course, it is something to do to waste time, and of course, they got stuff from there, and we will probably go again. The candy thing that they got, like, that was a good value, but if you're getting anything like, yeah, don't do it. Then they are in this part which only goes to 2 feet, as I feel I
We
mentioned
did
in
learn
another
that the
video.
pool closes around sundown. I don't know if that applies to the area that we are heading to now, because this is perfect for when the sun goes down. So I'm just not sure. We did forget to get some more stuff on our journey, but this feels so good. Oh.
Sit down, mama. You still sit in the white.
Where we were coming from. Y'all see that lightning? So I really just did this part to show you guys that you can use your room key to get in onto the property. Otherwise, you go to the other side and you have to use your ID.
All right, how everybody feeling today?
Good.
All right, so we are waiting for breakfast. This is like the earliest we've gotten up, and so we have put on our swim attire, and we're just gonna eat breakfast. And
This was the first day that I loved to crack an egg. This was the first day we had breakfast in our room. Then we went one to the Conrad exclusive beach, which is obviously separate from that pool area we were in. This area goes from 0 to 8 feet, so be careful, but it's super cool. It was way too hot for them to be out there jogging and all of that, but it seemed like it woke them up, got them going, so it's fine. This was awesome. It applied a very generous amount of sunscreen. I never seen anything like this. You had the option to choose which SPF you wanted as well. The boys went kayaking while we were just in the water. They said it was fun. We didn't go, and I think they do have a one that more people can fit on. I don't know, but we headed to Daytona Beach to see like the little satellite launch, and we did see it, but we had like just got there, so we just came here, picked up some seashells. It wasn't giving beach, so we got up out of there, headed back to the hotel. It started to pour down, so it was good that we did get out of there and started to head back, and we ended up seeing a rainbow. So it was like, okay, good vibes. We actually headed to food truck plan or something before we went back. And honestly, I wouldn't go. This was like the best part. You can kind of see I was recording with something different. And so you can kind of see what the vibe is, but it wasn't great and I would not go back. Don't mind me, I'm just conditioning my hair, but I had to get this video off. Enough time had passed. This will be the last video of this series. I know that I didn't get everything, I'm sorry, but I hope that I captured just enough so that you can see and make an informed decision about if this is a place that you would like to visit. So yeah, first things, I think I mentioned that it is mandatory valet. If I was in my own car, I would not like that. Like I'm not a valet person, especially when it's not like super inconvenient. Like the parking lot is literally across the street, across the way from when you walk out the hotel. Now you cannot see it because it's like a whole little roundabout thing, but like I don't feel like it's inconvenient enough to have like that first day. You know, if you're like, okay, I got all these bags, help me in, fine. But like the entire time, I don't think that it should be, oh, I can't go get my own car and whatever. I just don't like stuff like that. Secondly, you have 24-hour housekeeping, which is like good and bad. If you like this type of thing, you want, to reach out to housekeeping multiple times a day, you do this, then it's for you. For us, never. When we stay, it's very much just give me new towels, give me whatever I ran out of, and then that's it. However, I feel like they are trying to check on the rooms, possibly check and see if people are leaving kids in the rooms, and that's understandable. But I feel like if you are there for less than a week or less, then like all of that ain't really necessary. Come knock, but they literally will come in. If you said earlier in the day you didn't want housekeeping and they come back and you weren't there, they're coming in there, they doing stuff, and I don't like that. I'm gonna be real with y'all, because they were moving stuff, they were turning TVs on. It's like we know how to get around, okay? We don't need you to put the waters by our beds. Like I don't like it. And I don't find it to be normal in any hotel, even the same brand. That was not common for them. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing breakfast, just because it's convenient. It's a little pricey, so if you can find some place and you want to do something else, but I personally liked it. Like I said, it is a little fancy, so sometimes you might not find something for everybody. You might be like, what's this? But well, that's not true. I think that you can find something for everybody, but at the same time you might be like, what's this? And but it is a variety. You can get muffins, you can get toast, you can get, and then again on the weekends you have the pancake and more traditional style breakfast. However, the yogurt bowl for me was by far my favorite. I continue to get it. I even got it our last day. It was just so good. It was so filling. And then I ended up taking it to the airport and they threw my yogurt bowl away. I've never not been able to get through TSA with food. So that was different for me. And I don't know if it was just the liquidity of the yogurt. I don't know, but I didn't like that. Don't do Little Spoon. I would not recommend Little Spoon again. If you don't have a rental car, if you don't have a means to get snacks, and obviously it's something convenient, but it is extremely overpriced. Again, go in, look, they have ice cream, you might do a couple things, but like I would not recommend going in there and trying to be like, oh, let me get a sandwich from here, let me, like, all the time. Probably something you may want to experience, but to just be in there, thumbs down. Also, I do not know, like, you've seen a video where you go in, it's basically a gated community, so I'm not sure if you can have like Amazon deliveries, Uber Eats. I'm not sure if that's something that they allow, but even so, if you do have a rental car especially, then you could probably just go down, meet them there. If you don't, I would just assume the prestige of the hotel, like it will be something that someone will probably go down. They have golf carts, probably go down and get it for you. That's just what I think, but I cannot be sure. You would definitely have to ask. The pool, what I would recommend, I want to like tell this to somebody. I think that they should warm the pool. Not in the summer, obviously, but I mean like to have a warming system so that year round this is somewhere that you want to be, because I know that lagoon is a big selling point for it. So I'm just like, in the summer, Obviously, but in the winter you still want to have occupancy. You want people to choose to come here rather than Disney. What are you offering me that I'm able to come here rather than Disney? Because even in the hotel, comfortable, happy, especially if you have a balcony, get you some heated blanket, it's a vibe. Okay. And then again, they have those fire pits. I'm in it. But at the same time, that lagoon is something that I feel like many people want to enjoy regardless of when they are there. And considering there's only like one area for like a jacuzzi, I just think raising that temperature on that pool would be but also, like I'm saying, like you want to what's because I don't know, it was summer, so obviously I want to be out. So I didn't go to the, even when we had breakfast, every time we had breakfast, we were outside eating. Anything we could do outside, we were outside. The bar, I'm not going to the bar inside the hotel. I'm outside. So I just think that space outside is so beautiful and can be used so well. Just year round, make a couple, things. But this is new and get me over there. Get me over there. Also the pools, considering that they do have those cabanas that you can buy. So being in there, during the, because I definitely wouldn't recommend you during the summer. You have some amenities, you have a TV in there, you have, they're coming to service you. But for me in the summer, like I want the sun. Give me a little umbrella, I'm good. But in the winter, I would definitely take advantage of that. I would have me a heater in there. It'll be up, okay? So they need to get on that. Are there any questions that I feel like people may have that what my overall 10 out of 10? I'm not kidding. Like I know that I had some cons about it, and it wasn't me trying to be picky. It's literally me just telling you this is this because I do feel like when you come to a resort of this magnitude that you are kind of expecting to just live life off the grid, and so you just want to be able to relax, sit back, not have to worry about anything. So I just wanted to let you know the things that you may possibly have to worry about. The other thing, this is probably less con, the golf course. We were told that the golf course was booked, that you weren't, it was booked. You couldn't get us any tea time. And the entire time we were there, we didn't see any, and I'm not exaggerating. I mean, like, not a single putt was putted when we were there. So I don't know if it's not ready and they aren't saying. You could probably go look at some videos and see if people have been able to golf. My husband does golf, so like we actually would have been out there actually reviewing the greenery. But again, they said that it was booked. We did not see anyone putting. We did not see a single golf cart, anything. So, like I say, I don't know if it's not open and they're just like not trying to tell you one of the amenities that is offered is not available, or if it was booked. Maybe it was, sundown since it was so hot. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. All I can tell you is what they said and what we observed. So there's that. Also, honestly, this is just my whole roundabout. I might have mentioned some of this stuff already, but valet as well. Valet, and it's pretty normal, but yes, they have younger people. Yes. My face dirty. Well, he needs to clean it. Go clean it. Tell him to clean it. The valet team, which is, like I say, fairly normal. sometimes you'll have a more experienced person, I feel, on the team, but majority of their valet team is younger. So again, you take that with what you will. Like, they're in cars they never seen. They're having the opportunity. And it was actually an instance where um this she's a influencer, and she stayed there, and she was seeing her car being joyridden. And like I said, it's not far from point A to the parking lot. Is not far. So she's seeing them basically joyriding her car, and they were reprimanded. But it's just like, I don't even want the stress of it. Like, just leave it alone. Leave it alone, okay? So there's that. There is that. And but as I was saying, I know I had some cons, whatever, but that was just to be completely transparent, and not, oh, everything is perfect, everything. Like, they ain't cut me a check for this. This is truth. This paid, okay? So 10 out of 10 experience though. Like, I would definitely recommend it. I'd be back tomorrow. I would stay there for a long time. I just feel like the experience is so good. And as I was saying, like, some of the things you maybe like, okay, this is overpriced, or you could do it differently. But you also are paying for that convenience, so you can just go down to, same with the mini bar in the room. Yeah, you're gonna pay for it, but at the same time, it's you not having to go down and find a liquor store or whatever. You get thirsty enough, you're gonna, and it's okay. So although there are alternatives, I feel like the stuff on property is very good and very useful. And like, we didn't get the s'mores kit. We really did not take advantage of those fire pits. We were mostly in the water. It was hot, so we ain't trying to be by the fire. But they had like the entire s'mores kit inside. I think it's called the boathouse, I want to say they're calling it, inside of there. So you have the means to be like, okay, I don't need to do anything. But if you are like, oh, I could go up to Publix, then by every means do that. But our state, every single member of my family had no complaints. Like, imagine being about 5 minutes from Disney World. They saw Epcot out their window. They saw the mini and did not mention going to Disney World. Like, that's how magical of an experience it was. And so, we were literally just talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, we were close to Disney World. And they were like, I didn't know. Like, I'm like, we saw Disney, we saw Mickey. They were, oh yeah. Like, seriously, carefree, worry free. My husband is very critical, and I feel like he'd be probably like the same as me. Like, he's telling you our experience, but he by far felt that it was such a great vacation. He wanted to go back the next week. I'm like, did we not just leave? Did we not? Did we not? So the worst part about the trip was, on our way back, our flight was canceled. I've never had a flight canceled when I was on the plane. We were on the tarmac. They said it was because of weather. It was already probably like at least 8 o'clock by the time they canceled it. So the next flight was the next morning. Um that was the worst. And I know I mentioned in the video, like, don't worry about that Florida rain and things like that. And I still feel that way. It rains in Florida. I've never been to Florida and it not rain, except for I think in the winter months, and it was just colder. But it might have still rained if I'm being honest. Anyway, you go to Florida, especially spring, summer, it's going to rain. Just plan accordingly. So I would definitely recommend those earlier flights. It tends to rain more towards the evening, and just things like that. That's pretty much what I would do. We had a later flight just because checkout was at 4. So, we're trying to soak up the sun some more. And so our flight was later. And yeah. But 10 out of 10 experience. Definitely explore this. Definitely explore the Conrad. I think the hardest part will be exploring between if you want to stay at the hotel or if you want to stay in the Evermore vacation homes. And I just think that will probably come down to how many people there are and how you want to vacation. If you want more of a like hand and foot waited on experience, then that would be the Conrad. But you also get some more amenities. You get that private pool section. You get the even private section of the lagoon. You just get some amenities over there. Free water. I don't know if that's, but you get pretty much unlimited water. They come out and they'll set you up a cabana, or even if you're sitting on the chairs, they'll set you up your chair covers and bring your towels, and then you have that papaya club servicing you. So yeah, you have that. And then Evermore, you have more of a private experience. But you do have the option to have like people come in and cook. And then I think they do like different menus. So you come in, they can cook dinner, they cook breakfast, they can do desserts, stuff like that. So you have that option over there. But even though it is more secluded and you're more private into yourself, you have more of a luxury experience staying at the Conrad. But the Evermore vacation properties, you can get some really cool stuff in there. Like some of the homes have slides, and they're huge, and you just get all of this space. So I think that that's something that we will maybe explore next time, to just get a different view of it. But I do think it's because that's probably my favorite hotel brand. So it will be hard to step away from them because I love it there. We ain't gonna get into that. We'll talk about that later. But I definitely want to experience it for the kids. The slides, and I can't remember. It was something else in there. Just I think they have like game rooms and stuff like that. So that would probably be the hardest part, like I say. Anyway, I hope these videos were informative. I hope that you go and stay Evermore.